Hey, what's going on YouTube? I am back with another review video of a weapon that I haven't talked about just yet. And today that weapon is going to be, and I'm also playing on my Titan, that weapon is going to be the Iota Draconis, the Season of the Lost fusion rifle, something I haven't yet touched too often. But yeah, let's talk about it. All right, so the Iota Draconis is a solar fusion rifle. It's a high impact fusion rifle. So this thing is really slow. Okay, it's got an impact of 95 at base, range of 51, stability of 32, handling of 30, reload a 25, the aim assist is a 59, and the zoom is a 15. Recoil direction is about a 73, and the charge time again is 1,000. It's one of the slow firing fusion rifles. Base magazine is at a 5, and its reload is around 2.52 seconds. So it is a chunky boy. All right, so at first glance, this weapon looks pretty cool, but then once you get it in your hands, you realize, hey, that charge time is 1,000. You go, yikes. High impact, slow firing, but high damage. And the weapon wants you to really be stationary when you're firing it. This one really relies on perks to make it a little bit better. And I'm going to show that off to you here in both PvE and PvP. Over on the weapon perk side of life, we have arrowhead break, chambered compensator, corkscrew rifling, extended barrel, fluted barrel, full bore, hammer forge rifling, polygonal rifling, and small bore in the first column. The second column, we have accelerated coils, enhanced battery, ionized battery, liquid coils, particle repeater, and projection fuse. Now in the third column, we have feeding frenzy, ensemble, heating up, under pressure, surplus, and lead from gold. And then in the final column, we have cornered, frenzy, harmony, kickstart, adagio, and high impact reserves. Now looking at these perk combos, it does have a few choice perks that you can go and find, but the thing that holds this weapon back is its slow fire rate. So first impressions of this weapon when I got it in my hands and, you know, had some decent perks to go along with it, I had a few different roles that I liked or had. Not so much as liked, but I had a few different roles to try out, and no matter what perks I had on it, it still just felt really hard to use because of the slow fire rate. In PvE, I went straight over to Sorrow's Harbor just to run around and shoot things on a normal basis and try to see, you know, if I can get used to the gun and its charge time. And that 1,000 charge time is really something that hurts this gun. Everything else about it seems pretty fair. Stability is really good. ADS and zoom and all that is pretty tight. Recoil direction is not that bad either. And the fact that the solar is pretty cool too. But we got other options in the game that fill that slot, right? Same can be said over on the PvP side. Taking this into PvP is rough. Like, it is very hard to get something going or even have engagements that are like better. And I know shooting off the 2 rounds right there seems like it's a really good rifle, but again, that was just luck of the draw. When playing in PvP with this gun, it's honestly making you think of a different play style to try to use. You have to be a little bit more methodical about how you approach enemies because of the charge time. You definitely need to crutch on specific perks to make this better. So look out for that. But when you do get started and you get used to the charge time, don't let the charge time scare you and make you think like, hey, this can't be used at all. Like, it just takes some time to get used to. All right, now we're gonna head over to our recommendations for both PvE and PvP. For our PvE recommendations, I'm gonna point this out on both sides. Accelerated coils alongside feeding frenzy and cornered or harmony. Accelerated coils is a must, period, hands down. You need that perk to make this thing feel better because of that long charge time. Putting aside perks that give us a damage bonus, harmony and cornered work well to help combat the horrific charge time. Cornered does provide a better benefit overall for the charge time, but keep in mind you have to be surrounded by enemies, and it allows you to keep the shots rolling when you are. Now that's only in tight situations. Harmony, however, definitely has its place as a swap to option when you are going for coming from damaging minors to majors to elites. So I think overall, harmony is the top tier piece of it. Over on the PvP side for recommendations, same deal. Accelerated coils with heating up and harmony. Okay, so for this, I don't see any other options that you can really run inside of PvP at all. If you are even bold enough to try this out, you don't have to use Harmony, but once you get it procced, you know, it's there for whatever purpose you want to use it for at all the time, plus the added benefit of the charge time to knock that out. And honestly, it's pretty easy to do anyway with any type of play style. You just got to play smart. And as mentioned before, again, accelerated coils is a must because of the horrific charge time. So for my recommendation here, this is a smooth pass. Unless you need a solar fusion rifle to fill a void until you get something better, the charge time on this thing, it'll just ruin you, all right? It's bad. On top of the perk rolls, there's no real reason to get this weapon, honestly. You're definitely forced to try to get an exact set of perks when it comes to this weapon to be even viable for any reason. That being said, you're better off spending your time trying to go for something else than dealing with the RNG of the game. All right, with that said and done, I hope this video was helpful to you guys. If it was, be sure to give it a like, because that not only tells me that I made something good and I helped you out, but it also lets me know that you enjoyed the video as well, and it helps me get recommended along while growing the YouTube. So thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you in the next video about the next weapon. Peace.